The Carolina Panthers are just one of 12 NFL teams that have not won a Super Bowl in franchise history. But in today's video, we are going to be adding one NFL superstar to the Carolina Panthers until they win their first ever Super Bowl. Our quarterback going into year one is Sam Darnold. He's a 71 overall, normal development. I don't think this season's going to go very well. We have DJ Moore under contract until 2025. And then on defense, we got a few young pieces. We got JC Horn, Henderson, Brian Burns. We also have Jeremy Chin. After every season, we will spin a wheel of NFL teams, and whichever team it lands on, we'll be able to take one of their superstars. The first season went exactly how I thought it would be. The Panthers finished towards the end 23rd in the league, going 6-11. To recap the first season, the Raiders defeated the Eagles 35-32 in the Super Bowl, and Aaron Rodgers wins NFL MVP once again. Spinning the wheel to see which NFL superstar we can add to our team, and it's going to be the Pittsburgh Steelers. This one is a no-brainer, going with TJ Watt, one of the best defensive players in the entire NFL. He's a 98 overall and a superstar X Factor. This is going to help our defense so much. I expect another rough season, especially since we have a 66 overall Matt Corral as starting quarterback. Adding TJ Watt to the defense definitely makes the Panthers better. Simming through the entire season in year 2, finishing 8-9, so a little bit better than last year, but not quite good enough. After another disappointing season going 8-9, the San Francisco 49ers defeated the Chargers in the Super Bowl, where Justin Herbert won MVP. To make this video a little bit more challenging, every time we spin that wheel, we need to alternate between defensive and then offensive superstars. That means our next wheel spin, we have to add an offensive player from whichever team it lands on. After simming the draft, the Carolina Panthers drafted Justin Flo with the number 12 pick, and he becomes a game changer later on in the video. With season 2 in the books, it's time to spin that wheel, and it's going to land on the Seattle Seahawks. The offensive star that we're going with is Kenneth Walker III. He's a 91 overall running back, and honestly, I think he has a lot of potential to really help this team. Heading into year 3, we still have Matt Corral at quarterback, but our defense is looking stronger than ever with 99 overall TJ Watt and 91 overall Brian Burns. We finished 30th in the league, going 4 for 13. This is a terrible season number 3. The Carolina Panthers had one of the worst offenses in the entire league, but they had the 12th best defense. We had 3 players in the race for Defensive Player of the Year, including Justin Flo, TJ Watt, and Brian Burns. The Ravens defeated the Cowboys in the Super Bowl, but Carolina's own Justin Flo won Defensive Rookie of the Year. Heading into year 4, we need to spin the wheel to see which team we're going to take a defensive player from. Landing on the New York Jets, and I think we're going to be bringing Sauce Gardner to cornerback number 1 for the Panthers. He's a superstar, 92 overall, and he's going to be cornerback number 1. Our defense is looking even better now. We got Justin Flo, who just won Defensive Rookie of the Year, TJ Watt, Brian Burns, and now Sauce Gardner. But on offense, we are still looking pretty weak, but we did draft quarterback number 1 in Cunningham. He's only a 71 overall though. Through the first 7 weeks of the season, the Carolina Panthers have a winning record, being 4-3. Can this be the first season that we actually make the playoffs? During week 8, Kenneth Walker won NFC Offensive Player of the Week, carrying the ball 20 times for 149 yards and scoring 4 touchdowns, 3 on the ground and 1 receiving. And the Carolina Panthers finished at the top of their division, going 10-7, making a wild card spot. The reporter asked, how important is your first playoff win? And we're gonna play it cool. Every game is important, and when you're playing a playoff team, you have to bring your best. There are no guarantees when you play teams that are this good. If we win this playoff game, I'm going to give ourselves 2 wheel spins, but if we lose, we just get our 1. Similarly through our playoff game, and unfortunately we lost 31-28 to the Falcons. In offensive stats, we finished 11, and defensively we finished 10th. Not too bad for our 4th season. Sauce Gardner finished with 6 interceptions this season. He was a great pickup to our defense. We've added 3 NFL superstars so far, and we've only made the playoffs once. I think we're about 1 quarterback away from winning a playoff round and potentially a Super Bowl. Let's spin the wheel, and it is the Bengals. Yes, 99 overall Joe Burrow, superstar X Factor, and I think he can lead us to a Super Bowl. Kenneth Walker is also up to a 96 overall, and DJ Moore's at an 88. We also have some solid pieces on the O-line. And then on defense, we got 3 superstar X Factor players on our team: Sauce Gardner, TJ Watt, and Brian Burns. And we're up to an 87 overall with an 88 offense and an 87 defense. Through the mid-season, the Panthers have the 3rd best offense with Joe Burrow at quarterback, and the 6th best defense so far. The Panthers finished 11 13-6, winning the division again. We have a wild card matchup against the Vikings. At the end of the season, we finished with the second best offense and the fourth best defense. The Carolina Panthers are turning it around here. If we win this playoff round, we will get an extra wheel spin. But if we don't, then we just get that one and hope for the best in the next season. Advancing through the wild card matchup, and did we win? Unfortunately, we lost to the Vikings 28-24. Oh, that one hurts. The Raiders won another Super Bowl against the Cowboys. How did Jacoby Brissett win Super Bowl MVP though? Offensive Player of the Year was Kenneth Walker, and Defensive Player of the Year was TJ Watt. The defensive superstar that we're going to be picking is going to be from the Las Vegas Raiders. And the Raiders have a few good players here. I'm thinking we're going to go with Max Crosby. He's a 99 overall, 30 years old. He can play on the other side of TJ Watt. Going into our 6th season, here's what our offense looks like. 99 overall Joe Burrow, 99 overall Kenneth Walker. We still got DJ Moore at an 89. A really solid O-line, but the defense is where we shine. We have 99 overall Max Crosby, 95 overall TJ Watt, and Justin Flo at an 87 at middle linebacker. Sauce Gardner up to a 96, and Brian Burns up to a 96 as well, with Jeremy Chin at an 87 and JC Horn at an 87. Our team is an 88 overall, 89 offense, and an 88 defense. I think this could be our year to win a Super Bowl. At least make a deep run. Advancing to the midseason, let's see where we are. I think we're gonna finish at the top of our division here to start at the very least. And we are going to be 5-2 so far, leading the division. The Falcons are behind us with 3-4. The Carolina Panthers so far have the 5th best offense, but surprisingly, we're towards the bottom of the defensive rank. I don't know how. Advancing to the playoffs. Let's see if we make the playoffs, if we get into a wild card spot, if we win the division. Here we go. We finished 13-4. That is the best record so far. We finished with the 2nd best record in the entire NFL, just behind the Browns, who went 14-3. After having a first round bye, we are going up against the Cardinals. They are the 4th seed in the NFC. Advancing through the divisional round here, let's see if we get past a round, win a playoff round. Can we do it? We do. 24-21. Next up is the Detroit Lions, and their top threat is Bryce Young at quarterback, who's a 99 overall superstar X Factor. Advancing through, we're gonna advance. Let's see if we defeat the Lions, who are a very good team, by the way. We do. 28-21. Going to be in the Super Bowl against the Kansas City Chiefs. They still have Patrick Mahomes, which is one of the best quarterbacks in the league. We've added superstars like TJ Watt, Kenneth Walker, Sauce Gardner, Joe Burrow, and now Max Crosby. Will this be enough for Carolina to win their first ever Super Bowl? Let's jump into it. And here we go. Joe Burrow's looking at that Super Bowl, and the Kansas City Chiefs. Our first drive is going to be not going very far. 4th and 9, incomplete pass. We're going to have to punt it back to Kansas City here. They went 4-0, and we get the ball right back. We're going to have to settle for a 3 here. Patrick Mahomes is starting to drive down the field and throws a 26-yard touchdown pass to Isaiah Pacheco for their first touchdown of the game. After receiving the kickoff, they ran for a few yards, and then Joe Burrow throws a pick to Devontae Greenwood right to the goal line, and they are scoring. Isaiah Pacheco with a 2-yard run. The second half begins. It's 24-13. Moving down the field, heading into Kansas City territory here. Can we pick up a touchdown? We desperately need one, and it gets picked off again. But Patrick Mahomes stalls out once again, punting the ball over to Carolina. And Chuba Hubbard rushes for 38 yards for a touchdown. So it's 27-21 now with 3 minutes to go. Second and goal, 12-yard touchdown pass to Ekbuka, I think that's how you say it. And they are up by 1. And he does just that with a 46-yard touchdown pass to Keyshawn Booth. 10 seconds left, 1 timeout. Can Joe Burrow and Carolina tie this game and go into overtime? Hands it off to Kenneth Walker, and he gets in there. Ties the game at 35, and now we head to overtime. Kenneth Walker, first down and 10. Another big gain. And 11-yard touchdown pass to Kenneth Walker. And now our defense needs to come up big. 2nd and 4, 2nd and 14. A holding call on the offense. That's hurt. And a sack by Max Crosby. Let's go. 4th and 17. And they don't get it. Carolina Panthers winning their first ever Super Bowl. It took 5 NFL superstars to help Carolina win their first ever Super Bowl. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you check out where I did Naughty versus Nice, but it's Madden.